Ticket not punched.
Hardy.
No, the ticket's not punched.
Fred.
You got a bunch of stuff wrong when you talk. So much for this country.
Dutcher and Hardy.
I guess this country's a bunch of buffoons that don't know the rules. You idiot.
The Sports Hub.
Hey, we're Dutcher and Hardy. You can watch us on YouTube. Subscribe to 98.5 The Sports Hub on YouTube. Very quickly, Chris, go ahead, Chris.
Yeah, good morning, guys.
Hey.
Long-time listener, love the show. I just wanted to let you know, Fred, that there's Sunday, yesterday, around 6 o'clock, I was on my way to see my daughter, or meet my daughter for dinner for Father's Day, but these girls stole your bit, 2 stats and a lie.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, they called it 2 truths and a lie.
Oh, a subtle twist on Andrew Callahan. Now, Andrew Callahan invented that game.
Yes.
If he did invent it, indeed invented it. So he is the one to be offended by it. If someone listened to this show and said, that's the thing I'm going to steal, then they are very savvy. How entertaining was it?
It was gross.
Yeah,
it was
it's
they were just like 2 truths of what did you have sex with 2 guys or shit like that?
No, well, you can't swear. That's the problem.
Two stats, but only one lie. Andrew Callahan is here with 2 stats and 1 lie.
All right, so the page 6 has an article. Gisele did something that's actually not nice.
Come on, girl.
Yeah, Nick.
Gisele did something that's legitimately not nice. Okay, so, she knows what's going on, that, she was married to Tom Brady and that they went out of their way to be famous together. I mean, you marry 2 famous people, get married, and then they run around being famous. It would be a little disingenuous now to pretend that people aren't paying attention to what you're doing. Obviously, I don't follow Gisele or Tom Brady on social media. I don't care what they do enough to follow it, but I do care when something like this happens. Gisele, she married this guy, Joaquim Valente, who was her yoga instructor, correct?
I thought it was jiu-jitsu or push hands or something like that.
She does jiu-jitsu too?
No, I think something like that.
For years, and I'm not going to come off of it, I call him the kid's karate teacher.
There you go.
Which I believe is how they met. She got into it after the children were. And yes, it's probably taekwondo, jiu-jitsu, but it's so much better to just say, no, she started banging the kid's karate teacher.
Fair enough.
Okay, the kids. At least it's the kids, because I don't know if there's some rule that if you have a certain amount of millions of dollars that you're now forced to take jiu-jitsu.
Oh, she's doing it now, too.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, because they're sharing passions,
all
Fred.
Right. Take jiu-jitsu out of it. I don't care what it is. Say it's flying kites, and you building kites and flying them. At what point do you go, you know what? Everyone else is doing this. Maybe I won't take it up right now. That it's not something like golf that just involves walking around hitting a ball. This is like I'm training to fight. Wow. No, I'm saying golf is a more reasonable thing. That it's not some fighting discipline. Like, wouldn't you just at some point go, all right, everyone's doing it, and they at some point everyone's looking like a douchebag. I'm going to stay out of this. Like any self-awareness. Again, the tipping point for me, beyond the Rogan nonsense where they smoke cigars and with horrible comics in some occasions, sitting around acting like that for the affectation of a cigar. But let me just tell this real quick. GQ does something that I like where they have famous people on it and they sit at a table and they bring in some things that they love, like a notebook, a pen, a pair of shoes. And Jonah Hill had a gi. His I can't. It's just so ridiculous. He had his jujitsu gi.
Well, he's trying to kiss up to Joe Rogan a little bit too. But here's what I think you don't like.
But seriously, one of your favorite things is your gi.
Here's what you don't like. I'll tell you what you don't like. People can be into things, and that's okay with you. Okay?
Yeah.
If that thing is supposed to serve some kind of greater purpose, that's when you really push back. Like, Wallach's into cooking, as we know.
Yes, absolutely.
But it's just, he's not like into some culinary culture. No, he just loves shrimp scampi and he wants to eat it.
Right.
I play golf because I like to play golf.
Right.
Play pickleball because I like to play pickleball.
Right.
If I were in here talking about the virtues of pickleball off the pickleball court, that's when it really becomes distasteful to you.
Yeah, that's good. That's a keen insight. Yes, I would agree.
And nothing about jiu-jitsu stops in the dojo. It goes out beyond that.
Yeah, like it's like this I'm better than you lifestyle thing. Yeah, thank you. Okay, that's a great point. I guess you said it better than I can. Right, if you have some hobby that's like how you like to spend your time and you derive enjoyment for it, believe I might be a psycho. I'm not that big a psycho. Like, I encourage my children to find something, whatever it is that brings you some sort of joy in life, and pursue that. And even if you're working a job as a means to an end to support that thing that you love, that's fine. And by the way, when they were 12, they were like, my daughter or son was like, I love jujitsu. I took my son to a karate class. Now, it was just a nerd doing dancing, but like whatever. I mean, it was a real nerd, not like Revenge of the Nerds kid, you know, like choreographed dancing. And I said, this is the end of this. That we're not doing this anymore. He didn't like it. But if they were into jujitsu, I would be like, great, do jujitsu. But it's a thing where, like, one guy gets into it, and then it's like their whole personality, and then just as everyone that's a celebrity goes, I'm going to start doing it too and make it my personality. That's a good way of putting it, Hardy. As an adult, and just someone with shame or any kind of ego, meaning like the Freudian sense, like any kind of like just thing that separates you from the most base thought in your brain, would say, enough of that. Like, I love Anthony Bourdain, but in the documentary about him since his suicide, they talk about how he got like obsessed with jiu-jitsu to the point where like it was like real weird. It's cultish, and just enough. Just do something else. Now, if it was a yoga guy,
well, look. In Gisele's case, she retired from the runway, and she doesn't have enough else to do. So she picked this up to fill that void in her life.
And it's fighting another person, right? Like, if it was yoga, it's a life. It's like a practice. It's like to calm yourself down. It's not fighting. What's she fighting for? And by the way, when are you ever going to use this stuff? Yoga you use. Calm yourself down at the dentist. Breathe.
That was my favorite, when they made a big production out of her retiring from the runway, and Tom was posting about how proud he was of her. I'm like, oh, I don't blame her, because she was, continues to model now. But that runway grind, I mean, that's too much. That is a young person's game. How can you be expected to walk 50 feet that way and 50 feet back? I mean, at some point, you just got to say, enough. I can't do it anymore.
Right.
It's like an ultra marathoner. Like, I'm all done with that. I'll run some 5Ks, but I'm not doing that anymore. Same thing with the runway. Now, she did dust off the cobwebs of the high heels and walk across the stadium there in Rio during the Olympics.
Right.
And a lot of people thought she wouldn't be able to do it. It's like, how many times is she going to fall down? How many times she got to trip and not make it all the way across? She retired from the runway.
She remember how to do it?
Exactly.
Okay.
Some things don't leave you.
I don't mean to one-up you with my knowledge, but you have to remember they're getting dressed very quickly in the back, too.
Oh, yes.
Like, their costume changes are very fast.
Right.
Yeah, I'm retiring from being good looking. You got to stay in shape. It's just like, I was born good looking and tall, and now I got to stay in shape.
Been super hot my whole life.
Yeah, like, I mean, it's really something that Hardy's right, that requires nothing but just genetics. Like, okay, I guess you can't get super fat, but whatever. So she did something that's actually, I find, mean. She put on Instagram, which again is childish, but she didn't do it privately. She did it publicly. She wanted people to see this. Happy Father's Day and then whatever her husband's name is, which is weird. Why's he got an Instagram account? And why does she need to pump it up? Like, what? So for what? His karate business? Anyway, she says, thank you by leading by example and for the values you embody: love, humility, integrity, discipline, kindness, and consistency. And then there's a picture of a rainbow that they've somehow orchestrated. They did a photo shoot with a newborn straddled to Gisele in front of a rainbow on the beach. Now, how they paid someone to make the rainbow happen, I'll never know. And then there's him in a gi with the baby on him. And what that is doing is that you have kids with Tom Brady, and the baby's in a gi too. But I swear to God, everyone's so ridiculous. But anyway, he does it for a living. So good for him. But what she's doing is she's insulting Tom Brady, who is obviously the father to two of her kids. And I find that rather insulting if you're the kids too, because it's like, if I'm like a kid of a prior marriage, I would be like, why are you focused so much on the baby?
Yeah.
Like, I am divorced with two children from a previous marriage, but say by some like unknown thing, I ended up knocking someone up and getting married, and here we have a baby. I can't imagine putting up Happy Mother's Day to like the light of my life with just the one baby in it. She knows what she's doing.
Yeah, the words involved, like consistency. That was a direct shot at her ex-husband.
Right. Yeah. And I don't, but like, you know, when it comes to the parenting, in my opinion, the trivial problems of the marriage, you have to, at least for the token's sake, put aside. And when it comes to the kids, and you know, everything's kind of equal, regardless of your feelings. Short of him being an awful father, which I don't think Tom Brady is, you know, short of that, if he's still involved in the kids' lives, you should. It seems very deliberate. But anyway, why would Gisele not like Tom? I don't know if he was philandering or what have you, but I do know he's weird. So here we go. YouTube algorithm says, I like the gyms. I like when they go to people's gyms. I've said I like the GQ when they say the stuff they like. Yeah. These are the things I like. I like when they go to people's homes. So they go, this influencer kid is like, he's all muscular. He's like, I'm going into Tom Brady's home gym. So he's in Tom Brady's home gym. That's all you need to know. Tell me if you think Tom Brady's awkward.
I heard you're a swimmer. Are you trying to be Michael Phelps?
Not that level.
Okay. More like just a connoisseur.
You know what I've realized over the years? It's one of the best workouts for me.
Okay.
Kind of full body. Yeah. And I'm kind of back up to the weight that I want to be.
What's your weight right now?
Probably like 215.
215?
Yeah, I was probably 225 when I played my last year.
And you're trying to bulk back up?
Try to get a little more muscle back on.
I'll show you a thing or two.
I know, you're kind of thick, actually.
And don't worry, I got pants on, too.
I didn't get those quads like that.
Yeah, see, that's awkward to me. You're talking to another man you just met about specifics about their body.
Thickness of their thighs.
Now, I saw another father at the gym the other day, and he's bulked up considerably. And I said, Pete, you look great. You're real big.
Yeah.
But I didn't start going body part by body part. I didn't go like, oh, I love your tries. Let me flex a little bit. Let me see some definition there. Where are we at? What you weighing now? Like, this just happened to me. Like, I saw a guy who's gotten significantly more muscular. He's older than me. And it was impressive. But I said, Pete, wow, you look big. And he went, oh, you know, empty nest, and I'm working out a lot. And I said, oh, great. And that was the end of that.
Yeah.
Like, imagine if I would have gone, Pete, what you weighing in it nowadays? And he tells me, and I go, woof, really been going after those quads.
Yeah. Not skipping leg day, I see.
Yeah, it's odd. There's something flattering about someone going, people say to me, like, oh, you lost a lot of weight. Well, thank you. But then, if they started going, I don't know where they'd go. You have, the
body
models,
part by body part.
You have the legs of a runway model in Milan, which often is the case. I have very feminine legs. They go on for days. So say someone mentioned that to me, I would be like, okay, all right. And I don't know what Ryan pulled, but this is a long video, and here's another thing.
And then following Tom's morning swim, he likes to go into his home gym, which is just a few steps away.
By the way, I got a pair of, you're coming into a fresh gym. I got to eat you a fresh pair of kicks.
Yo.
Fresh pair of nobles.
Yo. I'm feeling like Michael Jackson out here.
There you go.
You see these moves?
Yeah, they're both equally annoying.
Pretty good.
You got any moves? Like, do you like?
Doom, doom.
Okay.
Doom,
To the beat.
Doom, doom.
That's
Like
it.
that.
Yeah, so he starts fist pumping.
Okay.
Which is, I don't know what's going on. Do you have any moves? No. Like, you can imagine if they went up to Miles Davis. You got any moves? F you, white boy. I got any moves? Get the F out of my house.
Yeah, with your noise.
Jermaine, go kill this man. Do you have any moves? Yeah, I fist bump. All right, dude. 50 years old. Just tell the kid to screw.
Why is he doing it?
I don't know. Now, he has his monogrammed weights, which I don't know if he's selling those.
Oh, God.
And the shoes are obviously something he's got. Like, I don't know.
Weights. Oh,
But,
Jesus.
and I get that. But, yeah, there's this, like, forced... He's not even super bad at... He's better than Romo now. So he's not, like, super bad at on TV. But there is this, like, effort to humanize him, which just by definition is odd, right? That there is a movement afoot by people behind the scenes trying to make you seem human.
Right. Like, does Peyton Manning have to do stuff like this to make him accessible?
No, and it's of concern. Now, they did it with Michael Jordan. That's why they did the big Mars Blackman campaign for and they say it's the greatest marketing campaign in history because they said, look, Michael Jordan is a superstar, but he is boring and dull, and we can't do anything. So they go, let's get Spike Lee, and he'll be the voice of him. They tried it with the Penny Puppet too, the Penny Hardaway.
Oh yeah,
thing.
I remember that. It was Chris Rock.
But
right?
at least they got someone with charisma to come in and be the guy. Like, they didn't go Michael Jordan, like, run around and try to be normal with people. They let him be Jordan.
Right.
Yeah.
It's this concerted effort that's not working. And that's the thing. If you're like an introvert and it's not your way to be, charismatic and gregarious or conversational with people, that's great. There's different personality types, and that's the way that you're happy and the way you're comfortable. Obviously, that's fine. But don't go on some weird campaign where you can't quite do it, where you're trying to be like an affable, normal person, which makes me kind of go, like, I get like why these marriages aren't working out or these relationships aren't working out. But just to circle back, I thought that was very actually cruel of Gisele to put that out. I thought that was just mean and like this, like, kind of vindictive.
Yeah. That's a good word. That's a good word. She phrased things a certain way to make sure people understood that she was taking a shot at her ex-husband. It's kind of odd.
Right, and he did father these children for you. It's just like she was the mother of the children. Like, you both created these kids that you conceivably love more than anything on the planet. And like, that's enough at a certain point, unless he's actively being terrible to them, which cannot be the case.
And she's won. I mean, she got remarried. She's living another happy life with someone she's apparently closer to.
Has she won? Does she won? Does she miss the attention? We can dig into this as far as you want to go. I'll do it all day. I mean, why? Why did she feel like she had to do this publicly? I mean, you can shun him privately. Why publicly? Rub it in his face.
Yeah, she's a much bigger star worldwide.
In spite of the kids too. I just the whole thing makes me uncomfortable. I put myself in the shoes of if I had another kid, like doing that to my kids that I have now. Like, I would do everything in my power to try to make it more normal, right? Not divisive. This is this family and that's that family publicly. Because that's all kids look at is Instagram. I don't know. Anyway, thank you, Page 6, for doing that. You gave us material to talk of. All right, we will be... wait, real quick. Dan, go ahead.
But enough bad talking the jitsu, okay? I'm walking down the street. You better watch your back. You know, I come up behind you and give it a hiya and a yeah. You don't know what'll happen. I can walk down the street. I'm a struggling comedian, you know. I got to get this on my resume. Don't screw this up for me.
Yeah, it's like being a Scientologist. You got to get get an agent. All right, we'll be back in just a moment. Hey, we are Toucher and Hardy. Our award-winning email segment is brought to you by and powered by Jeffrey. We'll put some room between it again.
That's twice
in 2 weeks.
Wow.
I'm really digging into this Epstein case.
I know you're a big fan.
I mean, we were bros. I don't know why I keep doing it. I didn't even do it that time. I just went ep. But I did it enough.
You caught yourself that time.
I caught myself. I didn't say it. I don't know what the hell my problem is with that. It's entirely on me. I'm trying to figure out how to get tickets on this app. And it's really...
Well, we'll announce a sponsor later.
Yes, thank you. Okay, but I'm all wound up about what's going on.
Okay,
with the Giannis thing. This is not fake news. Now, go ahead.
Okay, the Get Up program is ongoing on ESPN. Brian Windhorst has this report, and it sounds like Giannis is going to get traded.
I was really skeptical that the Boston Celtics were going to go all in on this. And from what I understand, they have. The Celtics and the Heat are the two teams aggressively going after Giannis. I would say they're the finalists. And if Giannis is going to be traded in the next 24 hours, which I think is a good chance of happening, I think it's either going to be to Boston or Miami. The Boston thing is the one. They were very cautious about putting Jaylen Brown in this an official firm offer. I believe they have. Jaylen Brown is on the table, and Jaylen Brown could get traded for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And apparently the owner, Jimmy Haslam, wants this deal done by the draft tomorrow night. So, and what we talked about earlier, Fred, is which way was Brad Stevens going to go? The Celtics clearly have the more attractive package. They can offer Jaylen Brown something that Miami can't do, even though they have a better first-round pick. So if Brad Stevens really wanted Giannis, he could go get him, and it seems like that's the direction Brad is going in.
Okay, just one quick question, John. Giannis has no say in this at all, correct?
It does not look that way, no.
Okay, because he wants Miami.
He does. He wants Miami, but give Milwaukee credit. They're saying, well, as much as we'd like to send you where you want to go, the package they're offering doesn't help us at all.
All right.
So now, I don't think Giannis, based on what I've read, would be upset that he got traded to Boston. He has a chance to win a title here.
Sure.
If he comes here. He does not have a chance to win a title if he goes to Miami.
There's this lure of Miami for players. They want to be there. It's because it's so awesome.
But he stuck around in Milwaukee, remember? Like everyone thought he was going to leave and he stuck around. I don't, if he was willing to do that, I don't know. I'm sure he wants to play in Miami. I'm not positive, how much of that's a sticking point. What I am interested in is, Jaylen Brown's extraordinarily sensitive. So at this point, he's probably losing his mind. How do you back out of the trade at this point?
Yep.
Right. Like, how do you deal with Jaylen Brown if you don't get this thing done now?
Yep. According to Shams, and Nick is working on getting the audio, Shams Sharani was also on the program this morning. He reported that there is a trade that's going to get done. And he's going somewhere in the next 24 hours.
Why is he being coy? I wish that Shams was not being so coy.
But Fred, you're right. If this is untrue, if Windhorst has it wrong, the Celtics need to come out publicly and say as much, because if not, you're going to have Jaylen Brown's feelings to deal with, for the rest of the time that he's here.
I can't imagine Windhorst is wrong. And so, if you're the Celtics and this is wrong, you got to do some damage control, but it's not. Right?
Yeah.
So they almost have to do it.
All right, here's the Shams report we were talking about.
Sources tell me a trade and a resolution is coming for the Milwaukee Bucks with Giannis Antetokounmpo before the NBA draft on Tuesday night. The Bucks are in serious conversations with two finalists, the Miami Heat and the Boston Celtics. Both teams are Giannis's preferred trade destinations, but both of these packages are different deals. The variance of these deals is dramatic. With the Boston, it's Jaylen Brown-led package. It's around a veteran player, obviously a superstar caliber player. In Miami, it's a group of cost-controlled players, rookie-scale contracts.
So he goes on for another minute, but you get the idea here.
So you would think the more attractive package, and you would think Miami would have already gotten it done because they've been trying to get this done for a long time.
But as we said, they don't have as much to trade as the Celtics do.
Right. So that makes me think that the Celtics are going to get Giannis. And I'm telling you why, is because A, the Jaylen Brown factor, 2, there's no way Miami would have gotten this done already. Like this negotiation has been going on forever, and they have what they have. And you got to figure that Milwaukee's maybe just trying to spur Boston to sweeten the pot a little bit.
Yep.
But, oh boy, do I hope this happens.
By the way, if you're Milwaukee, wouldn't you? You do the same thing.
Right. I mean, I have no reason to have to get it done yesterday, like I just have to get it done by tomorrow night.
Yeah, we're getting to go time though.
But now I think the Celtics have to get it done.
That's what I'm saying is the Celtics have to get it done now.
They have to do it.
Yeah, they have to do it. So this almost has to happen because I don't know what you're going to do with Jaylen Brown for a full season or even for the rest of the offseason with knowing that you dangled him very seriously. Shams and Windhorst aren't wrong. They're not making it up. Someone high up confirmed in both organizations that they're doing this. So they're not wrong. So there's no way that behind the scenes they're telling Jaylen Brown he's not being offered up in a trade. And maybe they had told him this before. And maybe that's why he went so crazy he didn't go crazy, but was so eager to start talking on his stream about it. We'll see.
It will be entertaining. Okay, well, if it happens and it goes down, and of course we'll all be locked in. It's going to be Giannis and Tatum, of course. How do you not watch? But and this is an unfair expectation or benchmark to put on it, but I'll do it anyway. Anything short of a championship, and I will go to my grave saying it's a mistake. Don't do it.
That's fair, but
anything short of a title, I don't. And I'm not.
What if
talking
they
about,
make the finals?
Nope. You made the finals with Tatum and Brown twice, and you won one time. To think that you're just going to toss that aside and try something different because what? You faltered 2 playoffs in a row, once where Tatum wasn't 100%.
Yeah.
Well, the rules in the league have changed. So,
yeah.
But the way
but they've changed for every other team.
No,
too.
I know, but the way they had built the team 3 years ago, they don't feel is effective because they don't feel having those 2 players, like 2 non-top 10 talents, with that kind of salary that you can build a team to win a championship. So they feel the only way to do it and still win now is to get a guy who's a top 5, top 10 player to play alongside Jason Tatum. And that's why they're making this move.
But I agree with Hardy. You could trade Derek White to Minnesota for a center and then keep that center with, the 2 J's and, fill in behind those guys.
Well, if you get Giannis,
hold on. And make the finals and get out of the East. This is a difference maker. Oh. If you include Giannis, you're getting him to get not only to get to the finals, but a championship.
You don't think a healthy Tatum is a top 10 player?
No, I do.
Oh, okay.
No, absolutely.
Okay.
No, what we've heard from the guys that cover the team and what is that they know Tatum's a top 10 player. They don't believe that you can win giving 2 max contracts without 2 top 10 players. They don't think Brown's a top 10 player, which he's not. So, Giannis is. So they're immediately better. So if you're going to carry 2 contracts like this, you best have them both be, the elite of the elite.
Right, like an unquestioned, both of these guys are on everybody's list, whether they're 5 and 9 or 7 and 8. They're still on the list.
Right. That you have two elite talents because they really feel probably like they can't move Brown for anything equal and they don't want to trade him for a bunch of draft picks and young players because they want to win, and they want to win in Tatum's prime. So, then this Hall of Famer, at the end of his prime, but this Hall of Famer who's still very, when healthy, and in his injuries have been overhyped a little bit, but when healthy is truly a top 5 player. These guys never become available. And, this is almost like a God shot that we can run in and get this guy now and win the next 2 championships, perhaps, they feel. Oklahoma City's going to lose some players.
It's interesting you bring that up because they had to trade a guy for 2 second-round draft picks to lessen their cap penalty by about $75 million. They're going through the same stuff the Celtics went through because all of their young players are now due. You just paid Holmgren a ton of money, SGA a ton of money. You got other guys in the pipeline, too. So they're going through some of the same stuff.
And any thought that Oklahoma City would be in on this, too, and be one of the teams like right there in the hunt that just dried up and went away?
Well, originally it was whether or not Oklahoma City wanted to trade Chet Holmgren based on what we saw of him in Game 7 in the Western Conference Finals. They came out last week and said, no, we're not dealing him.
Yeah. So this is very interesting. Oh, do I hope they're going to do it?
Sounds like it's heading in that direction.
Oh, please do it. Just, you only got so many days on this earth. Just look, this would be a lot of fun.
According to Windhorst, the Celtics are all in. Those are his words, not mine.
Well, Shams and Windhorst are both saying this. They're not wrong.
Well, it's the phrasing that gets me.
And the thing is that they obviously have vetted this a million times, and they're the best, and this is what's going on. I mean, the Celtics won them, and now Brown knows it for sure.
Good luck to the Celtics if they don't get this done.
I know it's going to be.
No, that'll be.
Even if they don't get it done,
that'll be almost as good as if they did get it done.
Yeah, well, for
us it would be
for a little short run. Yeah. But if they get this done, I mean, we haven't even talked about it that much today because I still thought
there wasn't anything over the weekend. Nothing happened.
You're just repeating yourself over and over and over and over and over again. This
is new and this is different.
Right. And now it's like, wow, they're going to do this and they might do it in the next 24 hours. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. That's, you're at camp. They put that over the loudspeaker and you don't know if they're kidding you or not. This is what we're dealing with. Like when they said Cal Ripken was getting traded to the Tigers and everyone believed it when I was at the St. Mary's basketball camp. These are the things that you remember. Oh, by the way, the Jeffrey Glassman.
Yes.
No, I didn't almost do it that time. Toucher and Hardy email bid is powered by Jeffrey Glassman Injury Lawyers. If you've been hurt in a car or work accident, you got to get Glassman. Don't just send an email. Call all sevens at 617-777-7777 or visit gottagetglassman.com. We'll be back. Here are the headlines.